Hello, it is Zach with a podcast named Tim here with Star Wars The Bad Batch episode 8 review entitled Reunion. And it is a really good episode. Again, kind of a continuation directly from episode 7. And again, has that mid-season finale feel to it, especially with how things end. There are going to be a bunch of spoilers to discuss. But before we get into the episode, please do give the video a thumbs up and, of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our Star Wars content, our Power Rangers content, and, of course, movie reviews. So, Star Wars Bad Batch Episode 8 Reunion. We, like I said, we kick off right where we were last time. The Scrapper Guild has sold out the Bad Batch and told the Empire that they are there. And Crosshair is he's ready to go. He's ready to go get his former squad and to capture them. And the Lamasu is concerned with what's going on. She clearly wants to make sure that Omega is protected. And I'm still having a hard time reading the dynamic between her and the Prime Minister, and if they're because they both want the clones back, but I think it's for different reasons. And I'm sure most people would say, well, no, duh, obviously, but we haven't explored that more, and I'd be curious to see where that goes. But I'm assuming it's, I guess, somewhat confirmed that they hired Fennec Shan from a couple episodes ago, because they said that, the person we have on this, or what we've tried to, get them with certain means, and if we need to hire someone else or use other methods, that's what we need to do. So I took that as they hired Fennec Shan, and that maybe they're going to be hiring someone else. Wink, wink. We'll get to that. So Crosshair ends up capturing the batch. They are basically in the process of trying to salvage armament stuff, like stuff in the armory, different torpedoes and weapons and data from one of the Star Destroyers, so they can sell it, so they can get it out of Sid's debt. But while they're doing this, again, the Empire shows up immediately, pretty much, it seems like. And we get this really great sequence of Crosshair and the Batch kind of going back and forth between. It's a great cat and mouse game, because that they know each other's tactics, and they're trying to avoid each other. The Batch, of course, is trying to escape, and I guess Crosshair's trying to capture them. So you just have this great whether going through certain hallways, and we know they're going to do this kind of sweep, so we can go down these type of hallways, and he knows that they jammed into that they got into their comms. So just that one-upsmanship was really well done. There's a lot of crazy set pieces that happen in this. I guess I should say that also Crosshair, one point it's shoot the girl. He has zero sympathy whatsoever. They're really hammering home that he is evil, almost to the point where I don't know if they're doing it to the point where it's going to be so obvious that they want to turn him back later, or so obvious that he is not turning back. I haven't figured out what they're trying to telegraph there, but he is evil. The Batch do end up escaping for some period of time and go into the engine. They're basically going through the engine back, the jets of these Star Destroyers, and it becomes operational again. They have to basically blow it in order to not get fried by the engine that's cutting on, and they tumble out of the way of that. They are split up at this point. Hunter and Omega are together, and they make it back to the ship first. When they get back to the ship, all of the clones that were guarding the ship are dead already. And you're like, well, what's going on? And I was like, all right, well, Fennec Shan's here, and they're in trouble. Nope, even better. One of my favorite Star Wars characters, top, I don't know, whatever, 10, Cad Bane is there. We get a great standoff, Western style, high noon between him and Hunter. And it's not. I was so happy. I was like, please don't let them. I thought for a second I got a little worried. I was like, oh, they're gonna let Hunter, like, defeat Cad Bane in this moment to show him how awesome Hunter is, and to put him over. And I was so happy that they did not do that, and that they Cad Bane just wiped the floor with them. It was, I mean, I know it's like one shot, but it wasn't close in my opinion. So I appreciated that. And then Cad Bane kidnaps Omega, and and um, and leaves. And now the Bad Batch is gonna have to go and look for her. I assume he's been hired by Lama Su and the Prime Minister. So it seems like Omega is heading back to Camino, which is obviously going to create a lot of just immediate tension, because either the Batch is going to have to somehow go to Camino immediately and try and take everyone on, which I don't know how they would do that, or if they're going to maybe take the next couple episodes to try and get some allies so they can go fight on Camino, then that means we're going to have, I don't know, experiments or something's going to be going on with Omega on Camino. So I'm just fascinated to see where they're going to take this. This episode and Battle Scars were fantastic, and just shows you the great groundwork that they've been laying with this show. And I love that we can pull in some of these other characters from Clone Wars every now and then, just to heighten. It has that nostalgia hit, a good nostalgia hit, but also just it heightens the intensity of the show. So I really enjoyed it. I love Cad Bane. Can't wait to see him doing more. Maybe we'll get that rumored Boba Fett arc that we were supposed to get in the Clone Wars, which excites me because I like the idea of Boba Fett potentially showing up and seeing where he is at this time period, and his view on the immediate change and kind of the inhibitor chips. And I don't know. I'm curious to see his thoughts on the world of the galaxy at this point. So really enjoyed it. Loved it. Even better than last week. So this is, the first episode is the best, in my opinion, of the whole show. But this is a very close second. That's my thoughts on episode 8. And I think there's only 14 episodes. So we are coming right down the pipeline. Let me know your thoughts on the Cad Bane appearance, the episode as a whole. And see you next time on a podcast named Tim.